The Novogradac Journal of Tax Credits Historic Rehabilitation Awards were created to recognize excellence and honor outstanding achievement in historic tax credit rehabilitation developments. The Novogradac Journal of Tax Credits is a monthly magazine that provides readers with the latest news, analysis, and commentary on historic tax credits, as well as the low-income housing tax credits, new markets tax credits, renewable energy tax credits, and more. This year's awards honor projects placed in service in 2012 or 2013. Today, we recognize historic tax credit projects in three categories: the historic tax credit development that best exemplifies major community impact, the historic tax credit development that overcame significant obstacles, and the historic tax credit development that best demonstrates financial innovation. Moving on to our final award, the following projects were nominated for the historic tax credit development that best demonstrates financial innovation: Capitol Square Apartments in Arlington, Massachusetts, Cider Gallery in Lawrence, Kansas, Palmer Park Square in Detroit, Michigan, and Polar Lofts in Lawrence, Kansas. The honorable mention for financial innovation goes to HCA Capitol Square Apartments, LLC of Arlington, Massachusetts. HCA Capitol Square Apartments rehabilitated 3 apartment buildings that were originally constructed in 1912 to provide affordable housing for East Arlington, a suburb of Boston. This development demonstrated financial innovation by combining a large number and variety of funding sources, including federal and state historic tax credits, a 4% low-income housing tax credit, tax-exempt bonds, numerous grants, other affordable housing incentives, and even contributions from local residents and churches. Congratulations to HCA Capitol Square Apartments for employing creative financial solutions and paving the way for further complex development in the community of East Arlington. This year's winner for the historic tax credit development that best demonstrates financial innovation is Palmer Park Square LDHA LP of Detroit, Michigan. In a time of economic instability and in an area where investors were few and far between, this partnership combined 7 different financing sources to transform 6 vacant historic buildings into 202 apartment units. The rehabilitation of Palmer Park Square demonstrated creative resourcefulness by examining the development from all angles to procure various incentives from all levels of government. At the federal level, the property received $4 million in historic tax credits, $1.5 million in annual low-income housing tax credits, and $3 million from the Home Program. Because of the property's highly blighted status and Detroit's long-standing history of heavy industry activity, the development also received $1.9 million in brownfield funds. Palmer Park Square also received $1.35 million in state historic tax credits and $4 million in local funding from the City of Detroit. Using 7 divergent funding sources while timing the flow of the funds into the project posed many challenges. The partnership was tasked with the difficulty of managing and completing the large volume of paperwork that resulted from assembling such a complex funding package. Timing the flow of funds into the development required proper collaboration and coordination by the development team. In addition to demonstrating financial innovation, this grand-scale rehabilitation of 6 buildings in the Palmer Park Square district, a neighborhood listed on the National Registry of Historic Places, ensures that the cultural, historical, and architectural spirit of Detroit will remain preserved for future generations. Congratulations to Palmer Park Square LDHA LP for employing the creative solutions to overcome financial obstacles in rebuilding an important part of the city of Detroit. Novogradac & Company, LLP would like to thank the judges for their time and expertise. We'd also like to thank the nominees for sharing their stories with the tax credit community, as well as striving to preserve the nation's cultural heritage. Thank you for joining us.